Possible worlds, contingency and necessity. Many truths we encounter are contingent truth. For example, the proposition that the United States entered World War I in the year 1917 is true in the real world. But this is a contingent truth in the sense that things could have gone differently. It is logically possible that we might have entered the war in 1918, or might never have even entered the war. It is also logically possible that World War I might never have occurred. All of these possible states of affairs obtain in some possible worlds. In addition to contingent truths, there are also contingent beings. Indeed, there are so many contingent beings that everything that we know about on this planet or in this universe is a contingent being. Of course, God is an exception to this claim. The definition of a contingent being contains 2 points. First, a contingent being is one whose non-existence is possible. It might never have existed, and the day will come when it will cease to exist. And 2, a contingent being is one that depends upon some other being or beings for its existence. Every human being is a contingent being, a fact made obvious by the role our parents played in our existence. We are contingent also in the sense that our continuing to live is dependent upon access to oxygen, water, the right temperatures, and hundreds of other necessary conditions. Every part of the earth is contingent, including Mount Everest, the Ohio River, the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the continent of Asia, and so on. There was a time when such things did not exist, and there will come a time when they will cease to exist. We are now ready to relate contingent beings and truth to possible worlds. A contingent truth is true in some possible worlds and not others. The contingent truth that Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon is true in many possible worlds, including the actual world, but it's not true in every possible world. A contingent being exists in some possible worlds, but not all. You and I exist in the real world. We also exist in many other possible worlds. But there are numerous possible worlds in which we never have and never will exist. Thinking about that long enough can greatly increase one's humility. A necessary truth is one that is true in every possible world. The proposition, an object cannot be both round and square at the same time, in the same sense, is true in every possible world. The truths of mathematics are true in every possible world. While contingent beings exist in some but not all possible worlds, a necessary being exists in every possible world. Since God is a necessary being, God exists in every possible world.